Thank you.
Hello, I'm Paula Andrea, and you have tuned into and turned on to this week's session of Cosmic Therapy. I'm glad that you have joined me tonight. I'm excited about what's going to take place. As always, I don't have a clue. You'll find out just as soon as I do. I have a special guest tonight. Each week I've tried to bring someone in. Well, tonight I've brought a young teenager, a beautiful, fascinating young woman called Bridget. Nicole, come on up. Hello, Bridget.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
And I am so excited that you decided to join me tonight. I took liberty to do your astrological chart, and I can understand why you didn't give me one bit of problem of coming on to the show, because you have a Leo moon. Do you know what that entails?
No.
That means that you were born for the camera. Anybody that has a Leo moon is born for the camera. You have not one bit of shyness, or you're not one bit inhibited, nor do you feel ill at ease up here before the viewing audience. Is that true?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't know what we're going to do, honey. We never do. But let me take a few seconds to say that this show can be dialed into. We have the sign tonight. Last week we didn't have it. And we have the phone number. And what would that phone number be, Bridget?
505-2806.
And say it again.
505-2806.
So anybody that dials in that number tonight, they'll be able to talk to me or you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. The next thing that I usually do, because cosmic therapy is a real fun concept, what I do, everything that has ever been experienced by me in this life, I have and do and continue to connect it together, because I believe, baby, that everything is connected. There's not one single thing that happens during the run of a day that does not have something to do with it. When you get up in the morning, the first thought that you think, before even putting your feet on the floor, will be tied to the last thing that you think or are engaged in before you go to bed at night. That is cosmic therapy. Now, you rode with me over here, and what I did when we turned down exit 46, I think, I said, Bridget, take the third billboard, whatever that is, the second line down on it, take the instructions of what it would say. And what did it say?
Turn right on the stoplight.
Second right, turn right, and the slogan that went with it is the meeting place or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and when we did that, because we didn't plan that at all, when we did that, we ended up and saw that it was a restaurant. And so, in that sense, food, meeting, moving, interacting, and all those sorts of things are going to be tied into themes somehow tonight. Okay? Maybe, maybe not. Let's do a shakedown. Reach in there. All of those things. They're all different. Reach down there and turn around and up and down and jam and jam and jam and jam and get one. All righty. Let's see what we got. Read it out, sweetie.
You cannot avoid self-conservation. It's
Confrontation.
confrontation. It's pointless to delay its arrival with countless distractions and diversions.
Wow. You cannot avoid self-confrontation. The meeting of yourself, Bridget. You cannot avoid that. In everything that you do and say, you are revealing yourself. Every person that you meet, every avenue you go down, every store that you walk into, every article of clothes that you pick up, every book that you read, every meal that you sit down to eat, is a reflection and a presentation of self-confrontation. You are being shown yourself, honey, in every act that you participate in. It's pointless to delay its arrival with countless distractions and diversions. Wow. We can pretend like that we are not meeting ourselves. We can pretend that all day long. We can say that the things that we do or say or the people that we interact with don't have anything to do with us. Maybe you might meet somebody and you don't like that particular person. And you say, I don't like her or him. But that person that you don't like reflects something in yourself that you don't like. And that's a fact. Now, how do I know that? Let's see how I know that. Okay? Here, this is a good thing to do. Let's take some dice and throw it around. Let's see what we get. Throw them around. Throw them around. What do we get, babe? What do we got? We got a 7.
8. Wait, nope, 7.
7. We got a 7. You know, in cramps, that would have been a winner if you'd had it on the don't pass or pass. What is it, Sandy? One of them. You would have been a winner. The other way, you would have been a loser. That's life. 7. So let's go with the tarot cards. Okay, let's do this. The tarot cards. And I'm going to give you half of them. And I'm going to take half of them. And whatever 7 of any kind that you get, give it to me. Are you looking for them? Look for a 7. Oh, you got, that's a 10. Look for a 7. You know 7?
Yeah.
There, I got it. I got the first one. Okay, so I'm going to go with mine. You don't get one. You got to go with mine. Okay, let's look at the 7. A 7 of Wands. Now, we're talking about self-confrontation. Okay, take that card right there. Isn't that what we're talking about? We're talking about self-confrontation. I was also going to bring in the fact of moving, because this week I traveled down to Tampa. Last week I traveled to Goldsboro. This week Sandy and I traveled 1,585 miles to Tampa. And back, well, in fact, we went to St. Pete. And so I thought that tonight's show would probably have something to do with moving while you're being still. That's confronting yourself. But anyway, let's look at that card a moment. That's the 7 of Wands. Look at it. Okay. Tell me something about it, honey. You don't read the tarot cards, but that's a picture. And what do you see in there? What do you see with this man, and what would that have to do with self-confrontation?
Looks like he's fighting.
Okay. He's fighting. Okay, something in himself, something outside of himself.
Yeah, something in himself.
In himself. Okay, let's pull a book and look at it. You want to? Let's see what somebody else would say about it. Where's my book? All right, so we're looking at the 7 of Wands, right? How do you feel about reading tonight, Bridget?
Feel great.
Where are you going to? As soon as what did I say? 7 of Pentacles?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this is talking about. See how we're going to... Now, we're talking about, wait a minute, let me get this down. We're talking about self-confrontation. We're talking about the number 7, okay? And what else have we said? We have said diversions and distractions, right? Diversions and distractions. All right. And like we said, we want to continue to tell people that they can call in at any moment, even though they don't have to have a reason for calling in. They don't have to have any kind of agenda going on. If they just call in and I start talking to them, it will be certainly relevant to them to do. And what is the number again, honey?
505-2806.
Good, you can see it. Okay, let's read.
Okay.
How old are you, Bridget?
15.
Wow. 15. 15. Sandy, 15. Okay.
Okay. We shall call this particular card the mystery card.
Woo! We're going to call this card the mystery card. And is not confronting yourself, because you have an idea about who you think you are, huh? You think you're the daughter to so-and-so, the friend to so-and-so, the sister to your sister and brothers. You think that you're a 15-year-old teenager, and you're in the what grade?
No.
And you attend?
Tuscola High School.
Okay. So you've got certain identifications and labels, but as far as getting to know who Bridget really is, you haven't begun that because you're so young. So to confront yourself would be a
mystery.
Yes. And being Pisces would be doubly so. That's for all of you wonderful Pisces. Wonderful, wonderful. You stay in a mystery and a fog.
For thou will be surprised on this day.
Wow. We've got a surprise coming. Well, let's stop a minute and see what kind of surprise we've got. Let's throw in a phone call. Boy, that is a surprise. Okay, now how do I do this, Cindy? Hello? Hello? Oh, it got cut off. That's a surprise, too. Maybe they'll call back. That was truly a surprise. Okay, so what we're going to do now, since we want to just throw in some added mystery, I've got a bag full of tapes of all kinds of music. And don't look. Just close your eyes, reach in there, and pick whatever tape you want to, whatever strikes your fancy. And let's just pop it in. Do you want the one side or two side?
One.
One side. Do you want me to run it forward or backwards? Let me see what it's. I'm going to have to run it forward because it's got that white stuff on it. Tell me when to stop it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Okay, we're running. We're running.
Stop.
Okay, stop.
Stop
it. Okay,
Stop.
Now we're going to play.
Play.
And this is the... Got to get some words in a minute. Okay, I think it said, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Do you think that's what it said? Sam, do you think that's what it said?
Yeah.
Okay, half of what you see and none of what you hear. And of course, I'm certainly familiar with that song. Are you familiar with it?
Yep.
What is it?
I don't know, but I know I've heard it before.
With the raisins dancing?
Yeah.
I heard it through the grapevine. Is that it? And it's probably by who, Sandy? It's by The Temptations, Sandy says. She came from that era. Okay. Half of what you see and none of what you hear. And it's a surprise and it's a mystery about yourself. We're not talking, Bridget, about anything else in this show except about yourself. And you are March 6, 1993. And that gives you a 3, 6, and 4. And it gives you a 22 destiny, which makes you have a master destiny. We'll talk about that another show. But let's go ahead. Okay, so we're into the mystery of yourself. Does the phone work? It still works. We got cut off. But we got a phone call through. Okay.
Okay. We shall not say thou be pleasantly surprised or unpleasantly surprised, for the surprise lies within thyself, as how thou wilt react to which is unexpected.
Okay. Say it again, honey. That's real pretty. I like that. We're talking about you. We're talking about unraveling this beautiful, beautiful 15-year-old. So we shall not say that thou wilt be pleasantly surprised or unpleasantly surprised, for the surprise lies within thyself, as how thou wilt react to that which is unexpected. Let me give you back your pen. So, in confronting ourselves, the secret or a secret... Secret surprise! Another phone call. Good gracious. Hello, and thank you for calling Cosmic Therapy at URTV. Are you there? I'm fine. How are you? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Well, we're doing whatever comes up. All right. Well, hold on just a moment. So I'm going to see the way we have to work this thing. See, the last thing that we were talking about is that You can't believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Okay? I want you to apply that to your situation right this minute. Half of what you see. Don't believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. And that includes me. Okay? So don't believe a doggone thing I'm going to tell you. You hear me? All right. And the whole secret lies into how you're going to react to whatever it is said, okay? Okay. Well, see, I'm the only one hearing this, and Sandy told me I'm supposed to put it up to the microphone. So let me go ahead and have Bridget read the next sentence, and then I'm going to apply it to you, okay? All right, what's your name, son? Or make up one, I don't care. William? Wild William. That's it, buddy. You love a party better than I love strawberry shortcake. All right, let's go with it. All right, what's the next thing, honey? What does it say?
There are times in thy life when thou art behind the 8 ball, so to speak.
Bridget has just read, there are times in thy life when thou art behind the 8 ball, so to speak. You got that? Okay, let me see. Go ahead, Bridget.
When times are pleasant and things are going well, thou art learning nothing.
When times are pleasant, William, and when things are going well, thou art learning nothing. You hear me? So you got to be down there in that ditch. You got to be down in that troublesome times to learn, to grow, to experience. And also, these times that you're in those kind of situations, those tight pinches, and when the dark clouds are, overhead, they don't last long. But people, they want them to go away so fast. I want you to rever. How about that word? I said rever. Revere yourself in those times, okay? And if you're in a troublesome situation right now, this is a mystery, and there's something that's going to be confronted in yourself that you're trying to get past. And that's why you keep repeating the same old scenario. Are you with me, baby? All right, well, let's see what the next words she's going to come out with.
The struggling in situations are necessary for growth, so that mayest know that thou art surely alive.
The struggling in your situation is necessary for your growth, so